Hello everyone, today's video we are going to go over some tips and quick little tricks to the game. I've been asked a lot of really good questions about the game from new players, and I kind of want to touch on some of these things. So let's get into it right now. The first tip I've got is right here where you buy your new items from Joe. You're a new player, you're going to have all kinds of things that you can unlock, and when you buy something new, you can actually get your hands on it right away. We'll take this one here as an example. You can also make things cheaper by completing the challenges right there that come with them. But we're going to go over here to Jocelyn. I started a new file for this, so we're going to have to skip through some of that. So there you go. You can get Joe's new stuff. So I think you can get one of these in a run. So that gives you an opportunity to test out all the new weapons right out of the gate. That's what that is right there. Now for the thing I've been asked about the most since the game went into 1.0, the storage slot. I want to make this clear, so we're going to go over this. You cannot take something out of the storage slot. The little spot at the bottom there where it says Dark Talons and it's got the recycling thing next to it, that is the only thing you can do with that. Once it's in that slot is sell it at the shop. That's all you can do. So these two weapons up here we can use, the Skyfall and the Void Rift, the Dark Talons, all we can do is sell it. So remember that, don't accidentally put something that maybe you think you want to use down the road in the storage slot, because it's all you can do is sell it. It's kind of a two-part thing here. We'll point this out while we're here. If you haven't noticed in the game, different spells and cloaks will have colors on them. So of course there's the gray, which is the Dark Talons. We've got our blue, which is Void Rift, and purple, that is Skyfall. These are all level 1 curses. They haven't been leveled up at the control room at all, and you can see they all have different values to them. So what I like to do sometimes is I might just, even though I might not use it, I like to prioritize the legendary curses that'll be orange in color, and sometimes I just take them and sell them because they'll be worth more than anything else. I think that's a very valuable thing for just making sure that you keep your currency up in the game. Still in the shop, here we are, and now we're looking at prismium. I've been asked a lot about where can you find prismium. I can't get any prismium. Can't find it because it's really rare, that's why. Places you can find it are right here in the shop. It's only 75 solary to buy. It's worth a lot more than that. You can get a level 3 upgrade in the control room with a single prismium. And that would cost you 250 solary. Another place you can get it is there's a fridge item that you can grab in the break room. It'll give you a 5% chance of enemies dropping solary. I've had lots of luck with that. You can get it just as a random drop occasionally. If you're lucky, you can get prismium in secret rooms. There's a few different ways, but it takes some pretty high luck to end up with more than a couple prismium in a run. We're gonna mix in a little bit of a combat tip here. I never thought of this one before, but it isn't really clearly pointed out in the game. If you have a spell, we'll use Void Rift for example. This spell uses 100 mana. You might assume that you need 100 mana to cast this spell. You do not need it. I only have 50 mana. You can cast it. You can only cast it once, but it will use up all your mana. But you only need 1 mana to cast a spell, and I think that's really important to remember. The second your mana starts coming back, you can cast it, even if it costs 100. Another thing that isn't really pointed out too clearly in the game is how the curse tree works. When you look at it here, you can see that there's little branches that come off, and I've had people ask me, how do you have so many how many curses offered to you? And the way it works is that when you get to a branch here, I should be offered 2 curses now. You can see I've got this one, and then this one, and then this one branches off. So if we go in here, we should have 2 green curses. So when you get a new branch on there, it will offer you another curse in that class. I thought I knew everything that there was to know about secret rooms and how to find them, and then I got a comment from the introspector telling me that you could actually use the map to see rooms that you may have missed if you kind of navigated around them and you didn't see them. So we're gonna go over here, look at our map. You can see there's like a little solary face over there in the corner. Now if I go over here, there is a secret room here, and there will be a lock show up on the wall, but if I don't even need to wait for it. There we go. And we got a prismium out of the deal. So use the map for that, and it shows you what we got in there. Now, I tested it out, and if you don't have an anima to use, it doesn't look like this will appear on the map until you do have the anima so that you can actually access it. Again, thank you so much to the Introspector for pointing this out to me. That's a really neat tip, and I actually have something to use the map for now, which is great. And that's all I've got for you in this video, guys. I hope you found something of value out of this video, and if you did, and you haven't subscribed to the channel already and you want to see more Have a Nice Death content, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Have a fantastic day.